This is my Axial SCX10 with a body that I made myself. For many years I wanted to make a body for one of my RC cars, but never had the time for it. And during my short time away from RC Car Action magazine, I found some time to start making my idea come to life, and this is the result. The base is an Axial SCX10, and the entire body from bumper to the back of the bed is custom made. The star of the show is the body, and I went with a 32 Ford truck style cab. And I did it mainly because it's pretty simple shape, which would be easy to make on my first attempt at a body. Sort of. The majority of the cab was constructed out of flat sheets of plastic. The seat area of the cab was constructed out of 3 flat sheets that were connected with some round stock in the corners. The roof was built and then machined down to get the angle right. The hood and cowl area, though, was the most challenging part and took some time to figure out. I ended up making a buck for each section and folding thin plastic sheets over them while using CA glue to make sure they held their shape. The bed is made up of a chunk of aluminum that was machined to shape by my buddy Ed Cable, and I had to make a pocket in the center so the wood floor that I wanted the truck to have could sit down inside it. I also had him add some slots on the side so wooden stakes could be added. I designed its front bumper specifically for this truck, and I made it so that it can accept an RC 4-wheel drive winch, D-rings, and a small LED light bar. Other accessories that I designed and made for this truck include a roll bar, side pipes, and jerry can mounts. All were made on a 3D printer that I had at the time, coated with stone texture paint, and painted black to make them look like they were sprayed with bed liner. The base for this project is a mildly modified Axial SCX10. Power for this truck came from a Novak M2 Dig speed control and a Rockstar brushed motor. These Proline Super Swamper XL tires were introduced just before I finished the truck, and that was a good thing because the tires that I was going to use that were available at the time were a little bit too small and didn't look right on the truck. Proline Power Stroke scalar shocks support the chassis, and they're attached to some custom carbon fiber shock towers that my buddy Ed Cable made for me. The shock towers look great and have some extra mounting holes for some suspension adjustment. The truck was featured in the 2016 issue of Radio Control Monster and Scale Trucks. The outdoor photos were shot at Lion Creek Nature Area, which is not too far from my store, and it's a great place to go crawling. The truck came out great, but I would have liked to have had a little more time to get it done, but magazine deadlines wait for no man, so I had to skip some details that I wanted to add just to get it there to the finish line. I do have a new scale truck in the works, and this time I'll be making the axles, the suspension, the transmission, everything, including a really well-detailed body. And this time, there is no deadline, so I can go crazy with all the details.